Thank you. Welcome. My name is Heidi, and I'm really glad that so many people are gathered here at the 8 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking that after this, if it's the third day, then I'll be alone, maybe with my colleagues there as well. But I'm really glad that they all are here. So I will introduce you a project called Woodmeadowlife that started at this year. Actually, so we are really green or young project. So it's really interesting to hear all the results that you have. So I'm really waiting after 5 years what we have done and what I could represent for you all. So I work for the Estonian environmental board, and we as environmental board are the coordinator of the project, so the main project partner. So we work with the Fennoscandian wooded meadows. I would like to give you a little overview about our wooded meadows. They are developed in the conditions of traditional agriculture with very diverse approaches for management that included sustainable use of timber, collecting branches and hay for winter fodder, providing pastures and using area for beekeeping, and collecting berries and hazelnuts and other uses. Diversity of management. Most diverse habitat in the boreal region. We have 76 vascular plant species found in 1 square meter in Laelati wooded meadow, which is also one of the biggest Europe wooded meadow, which is managed by moving. And they represent a remarkable aesthetic value that is expressed in this diverse flora and fauna, as well as in the characteristic heterogeneous, was it?
Well done.
Appearance of mosaic landscape. Here you can see also I have the pointer, yes. Here you can also see that all this diversity that is found in wooded meadows. So we don't only look for the oaks, we look for different, very different trees and bushes, and that makes the biodiversity. So they encompass a range of ancient agricultural traditions, like mowing by hand, and in Estonia we have the place where all the people gathered there and had their village events, maybe so called. Mine is now the new one, I think. Yeah. So wooded meadows in Estonia and Latvia, as the project works with both Estonian and Latvian wooded meadows, and the aim is to restore them. So we together host about 60% of all remaining wooded meadows in the boreal biogeographic region. You can see it from the map as well in Estonia and Latvia, that how many of them are restored and how many we have them. So Estonia is hosting, you could say roughly half of them, or 42%, and Latvia 80%. And we in Estonia managed about 1,100 hectares. It's about 2020 years status. We can tell it's maybe about 100, 200 this year. And in Latvia, it's about 380 hectares that it's managed. In Estonia, they are mainly situated in islands and West Estonia. In Latvia, mostly in river valleys. And in Estonia, we are managing them by moving. And we also are grazing, but they are not then those wooded meadows. And then in Latvia, they are grazing their meadows. It is highly endangered habitat that is in unfavorable bad conservation status through its range. And the main threat is abandonment and inappropriate management in both in Estonia and Latvia. They are very labor and cost intensive to restore and maintain because there are many stones, bushes, trees. It's really hard to move between them, and it's really it takes time, and you need really special machinery for that. So they need investments to return them to economic cycle of modern farming. So our project is restoring and promoting a long-term sustainable management of Fennoscandian wooded meadows in Estonia and Latvia. It lasts for 5 years. It started in 2021 at the end of the year, but actually we started at the beginning of this year. So through 5 years, the budget is about 6.7 million euros, and more than half of it is going for restoration. Life program supports us with 75% of the budget. And here you can see our logo also, which is really fresh. So actually the last changes were made in Monday, so it's like introducing you, this is our logo. We're really glad about it. So it should show this mosaic that wooded meadows should have. And if you see there's a tree somewhere and so on, so we're really happy about it. We have 7 partners. 5 of them are from Estonia and 1 is from Latvia that is coordinating, making most of the activities there as well. And Sarah also, which makes all this replication of our project results to Europe and to Europe policy. Our partners are working with, as we have the experts from University of Tartu, meadow experts, and we have the forest experts from Estonian Fund for Nature, and this is Estonian, Eka is Estonian University of Arts, who is doing exhibitions and summer schools for international summer schools for master students. So it's really, really interesting. And Estonian Semi-Natural Community Conservation Association is working with a cultural heritage service and helping us to make all the conservation plans and restoration plans. So the project aim is to improve the nature conservation status of the surrounding wooded meadows in the Boreal biogeographical region, to restore new wooded meadow areas both in Estonia and Latvia, about 700 hectares in total, but about 500 of them are in Estonia, restored, and 200 in Latvia, to carry out activities to improve habitat and condition. We are promoting the sustainable maintenance of wooded meadows and raise public awareness of the natural and cultural heritage of wooded meadows and their protection and management. So preparatory actions and elaboration of management plans. Right now we are engaging the private landowners and farmers both in Estonia and Latvia. We have started with it in May. We are really glad that we have already contracted 78 landowners. In total we have, in the project area, we have about 250 landowners in Estonia, and already 50 hectares or 55, 60 hectares are already that are given their agreement that they want to have their areas to the project and to be restored through the project. We will develop site restoration plans, solving conservation dilemmas and design monitoring. As you see from the pictures as well, last week we had a meeting with our forest and meadow experts, and we went to one project area, project site, and to decide and look what to do in the area, how to restore, what are the forest values, what are the meadow values. And the dilemma is because in Estonia as well we had the problem with the forest. They say that we take too much forest down, so it's really hard to say that we try to do conservation works for not something good for nature, but still we take off the forest. Okay. And we developed a project replication strategy and communication plan. So Sarah is the one who is helping in this and helps to replicate it throughout Europe. Conservation actions. You can see a map of the conservation areas also. We have in total 33 conservation areas, and 25 of them are in Estonia, 8 are in Latvia. We restore wooded meadows improve the quality of habitats and adapt the conservation challenges, like we are making seed sowing, removing invasive species, saving all trees and pollarding, veterinization as well for the insects, and other small-scale interventions needed. We prepare restored sites for management, so restore the local roads, maybe drainage, so the farmers can manage afterwards. Monitoring. We have 3 monitorings in project areas, and we monitor the impact of project actions for biodiversity and ecological functioning of wooded meadows, both so at the beginning, at the end of the project. Then conservation status, also both between and the end of the project, and we monitor socio-economic impacts and provision of ecosystem services on wooded meadows. And public awareness and dissemination of results. We have already project webpage and social media page where we give information about our project, but also about meadows in Estonia, so cultural meadows. We train farmers. We have different seminars and information days, showcase maintenance techniques, facilitate networking, interpretational outdoor exhibitions of wooded meadows we talked about, and establish links and cooperation networks for added value management. And also we have started with cultural heritage survey, so to both material and immaterial, and we will give a book about it and make one international seminar about it as well in the project, and transfer the knowledge of the best restoration practices and replication of project results. So we make guidelines with the best practices in wooded meadows. Here you can see the link or the view of our social media page as well. We post it every week, information about that, and we have over, this is a bit older view, but somewhere in hundreds viewers, or who are constantly read our posts, and some of the posts are going really about 4,000 people also. So, thank you. Have you any questions? I was in time. Yes.
Spot on.
Yeah. Great.